Welcome to The Explainer. Your home, it's so much more than just four walls and a roof, right? Especially when you're living on your own. So today, we're going to dive into some fantastic insights from the ebook Master Your Solo Space and really explore how to intentionally turn your place into a personal sanctuary that actually nurtures you. So let's start with this really powerful idea. Living on your own isn't just about, paying the bills or deciding what to watch on TV. It is an extraordinary, unique kind of freedom. It's a real opportunity to shape your own world.
And that right there is the magic of it. You have total autonomy. You get to create an environment that supports you, that energizes you, with zero compromises. Your home can become this amazing reflection of who you are, and honestly, a powerful tool for your own happiness.
So let's totally reframe how we look at our homes. It's not just an apartment or a house. Think of it as the headquarters for your life, and you can design it to be the perfect launchpad for your own personal growth. The book uses this really beautiful metaphor that I love. Think of yourself as a solo flower, and your home, well, that's the pot you're planted in. And for you to really flourish, to truly bloom, that pot needs to be just right. It has to provide stability, the right conditions, and of course, enough room for you to grow. So, how well is your pot serving you right now? Let's do a quick personal check-in. And listen, this isn't a test. It's just a moment to reflect and see where the real opportunities might be hiding. Okay, first question for you. And just be honest with yourself. On a scale of 1 to 5, when you walk through your front door after a long day, how well does your space actually help you unwind and de-stress? Does it feel like a refuge? And what about you? When you look around the rooms, do you see your own personality looking back at you? Your story? Your unique style? Does your home feel authentically you? And finally, our homes should be places for joy, right? So, do you have a corner, maybe a little nook, or even just a shelf that's dedicated to the things you absolutely love to do? Whether that's painting, or reading, or yoga, or gaming, whatever it is. Now, here's the most important part. Whatever numbers you came up with, they're not a grade. They're not good or bad. They're just little signposts. A low score doesn't mean you failed. It just points to an amazing opportunity to make a small change that can have a huge impact. And this is where you can start. Based on those little insights, you can begin to focus on some simple principles, like these here. Things like letting in more natural light to boost your mood, maybe adding a plant or two, or creating different zones for work and rest, which, by the way, you can totally do, even in a tiny studio. Okay, let's move on to the next layer of building a true sanctuary, because this one is huge. It's all about feeling confident, secure, and capable in the space you've created. This is foundational to your well-being. Feeling safe at home is, well, it's absolutely non-negotiable. And look, it doesn't have to be some big, complicated, expensive overhaul. Simple upgrades, like just making sure you have a sturdy deadbolt, or maybe thinking about a smart lock, can give you such an incredible amount of peace of mind. But beyond the hardware, it's really the small, consistent habits that make the biggest difference. It's the stuff we all know but can sometimes forget in a rush, like always locking your doors and windows, being a little careful about what you post online, and hey, just getting to know your neighbors. And this right here is such a brilliant, super simple tip: creating an appearance of occupancy. When you're away, it is one of the easiest and most effective things you can do. Just leaving a light on a timer or a radio playing softly makes your home look lived in and way less like a potential target. And that feeling of confidence, a huge part of it comes from just feeling capable in your own space. You don't have to be a master builder or anything, but learning a few of these DIY basics is so empowering. Knowing how to handle a clogged sink or a loose cabinet hinge saves you money and, honestly, so much stress. And seriously, you do not need a massive workshop to get going. A small, basic toolkit with just the essentials, a good multi-bit screwdriver, a hammer, a tape measure, that's enough to handle most of the little things that pop up. You can build your self-sufficiency one loose screw at a time. All right, let's tackle the big one, the one that gets so many of us: clutter. It is so much more than just a messy room. It can have a direct, even a measurable impact on our mental state. So let's talk about how clearing it out can bring in the calm. And get this. This isn't just a vague feeling that clutter is stressful. It's actually backed by science. A study found a direct link between cluttered homes and higher levels of cortisol. That's the stress hormone. So an organized space can literally, physically lead to a calmer mind. Okay, but hearing that can almost make it worse, right? You look around at all the stuff, and the thought of tackling it all just feels completely overwhelming. You just think, where do I possibly begin? The answer, and this is so important, is to start small, like ridiculously small. Don't even think about the whole house. Pick one drawer, one single shelf, and just go through it with these simple questions. And this maybe box idea, it's genius. It's a low-pressure way to deal with those things you're not quite ready to let go of. So, as we start to wrap this up, there's one last really important thing to remember. This whole journey of crafting your own personal sanctuary, it's not about reaching some perfect, finished, magazine cover destination. Your home is a living, breathing space, and it should change and evolve right along with you. Making these intentional little changes is a continuous and really deeply empowering act of self-care. It's a process of always aligning your environment with the life you want to live right now. So I'll leave you with this final thought. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Just ask yourself this. What is one small, simple change you can make today to help your home do a better job of supporting and nurturing you on your journey?